Dragon Ball The Breakers had an interesting first impression on me. If you didn't see my reaction, go check that out. Now we have a game system trailer, which basically explains the game a little more in detail, so we're not left guessing quite as much. We're also able to sign up for the beta now, so go do that. See if we can get another impression of it.
Dragon Ball The Breakers is an online asymmetrical action game.
I wonder if there's any different gameplay than what we saw before. This looks like so.
Without superpowers.
I love that, man. I mean, conceptually, I would never think of coming out with a Dragon Ball game where you're a guy who doesn't have the superpowers. Because, I mean, the majority of the characters in the Dragon Ball universe don't have superpowers. It's just we're only shown and it's highlighting the characters that do, obviously. But realistically, Brad, you're just a regular guy.
The protagonist is called a raider, and the ordinary citizens as survivors.
I don't wanna say it, but are these do all the custom characters just have Xenoverse hairstyles? Obviously different outfits. All these are Xenoverse hairstyles, but that's fine. As long as the game is fun. It is Dimps, by the way, so same makers of Xenoverse.
Survivors of this game are from a group of ordinary citizens who do not have superpowers like Goku.
Yep.
Survivors are sucked into a mysterious phenomenon called
Bradley Uchiha,
which is a space where all the times and places are mixed together. What
Interesting.
awaits them there is the threatful raider.
All right, let's get into it.
The player can choose to play as either a raider or a survivor.
Okay, what if multiple people want to be a raider? Is there a vote, a fight, a random?
To defeat all survivors.
Okay.
While the goal of the survivors is to escape the battlefield while protecting themselves from a raider.
Okay, that makes sense.
Survivors can escape from the battlefield by activating the Super Time Machine.
Super Time Machine. What?
In order to activate the Super Time Machine, they must protect the startup system, which appears in the middle of the map for a certain amount of time.
Okay. When they say protect, can the raider just like target this machine and not have to worry about the survivors? Or only target the survivors and not worry about this thing?
In order for the startup system to appear,
survivors
must first set the power keys. There is one power key hidden in each area.
Oh, okay.
Must find and place it in a specific location.
So these power keys are gonna kind of be the engine of the, or what you're gonna be doing for the majority of your time as the survivor, like your little mini objective to get the system working, and then you're gonna have to defend the system while you're probably starting it up to escape from the raider. So. Interesting.
The more power keys are set, the less time it will take to defend the startup system.
Oh, got you. Okay.
If the startup system is destroyed, survivors will not be able to activate the Super Time Machine.
And then what?
The game will not be over yet. Beacons will appear on the map to call out the emergency time machine, and each player will have to try escaping. If you succeed in
individually,
you will receive bonus points in the game results.
Oh, people gonna get abandoned.
Only one time machine can be called out at a time.
Oh.
Survivors can choose between escaping alone or escaping together with their companions.
Hey, y'all gonna get
If the
left.
raider destroys the time machine even once, survivors will not be able to call out the time machine again.
Damn.
Also, if you fail to escape within the time limit, the game is over and the raider wins.
Okay. All right. So if it goes to timeout, the raider just destroys the whole shit. All right. Let's see a more in-depth look.
The game by stopping the activation of the Super Time Machine and defeating their survivors before they can escape the
God,
he's
bodying them.
Survivors, then it becomes a complete victory.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Raider doesn't
Y'all gonna
have
get
to
cooked.
necessarily defeat survivors, but the more he defeats, the higher points are earned.
Conceptually, the game,
Their overwhelming
you know it's Dimps, man. You know it's Dimps because they also make Dragon Ball Legends. I don't know if these are Dragon Ball Legends official artwork, but it's in the same style. You know, you could just tell. But conceptually, the game sounds so interesting, but I'm just worried. I just want it to stand the test of time because it's such a different formula. I don't know. I'm gonna hold out hope. I'm gonna be optimistic about this, man. Not overly optimistic, but optimistic.
combat power has a unique feature which allows it to evolve during the battle. For example, one of the raiders, Cell, starts as a larva at the beginning of the game. And by absorbing survivors.
Oh, you can actually body them as the little chupacabra cicada little bug bitch. That's crazy. This is the larva.
By absorbing survivors and NPC
Ooh.
civilians.
Ooh, get got.
Each time it evolves, its combat power and skills will change, turning it into an even more threatening enemy for the survivors.
That's dope.
The Raider has active and passive skills that make it a threat to survivors.
Hey man, in games like this, being the survivor is always really fun, but I always have fun being the raider or the bad guy or whatever. What do you guys think you're gonna have more fun in? Like, which role do you think you're gonna be more of a survivor, or do you think you're gonna want to be a raider more often? I don't know. But it looks pretty fun on both sides.
Active skills can be activated at any time. There is a variety of useful skills, such as
key detection. They ain't got no key, they're weak.
The aura of the survivors, and also other skills to efficiently defeat and fight with it.
Ooh, hold up.
Passive skills are skills.
So they're not just regular humans, they're firing key blasts and stuff.
That are always active during the battle.
Ooh, we got passive skills?
Effect. There are various skills depending on the raider, such as ways to accumulate the evolution gauge, and also actions that can be triggered at any time by specific controls.
I'm pretty excited for the beta, man.
Each raider has special attacks for each transformation.
Damn, blowing up buildings and shit.
Them, the ultimate special attack, which can be used in the final form, has an incredible power and attack range. Cell's perfect Kamehameha hits everything in a straight line, making it a move that can be used to
damn,
especially in attacking.
Damn. Oh my god, man, that's pretty funny.
Each time a raider evolves, it can destroy one area of the map.
So like the whole area
is destroyed. It disappears completely, and the range where survivors can move becomes narrower, making the.
And then if they're actually in that spot, that area, do they die? Do the survivors die for that, or do they just get moved to a different, like moved off of that spot? Well, it's map destruction.
Will not demolish the power keys that have already been installed.
Oh,
but
okay.
Destroying an uninstalled area will reduce the total number of keys installed.
Oh.
Which makes the time longer to switch on the startup system.
Why you run like that? That's how Dino run. Okay. More in depth survivor look.
Is overwhelmingly powerful. Survivors are not unarmed against this threat. Several countermeasures.
You guys hear this OST? This OST is like it's like a remix of the Desperate Assault from the Trunks timeline in Dragon Ball Super.
Are not unarmed against this threat. Several countermeasures exist. Survivors can also use active and passive skills.
We got skill. This is gonna have a whole meta to it.
The skill
that's pretty crazy.
Allows you to call up and board a pod that can land anywhere.
Oh, that's what that was. I thought they were escaping by themselves in the pod, but no, that's a that's just to move you to a different part of the map. That's going to be really useful, actually, I think.
Be careful, because it takes a while to call out the pod. And also, you will get damaged when the pod falls on your head.
Oh my god.
As another example, the skill change can be used to
that's sick.
By changing into random objects on the map.
That's sick.
However, you need to be careful as well, as it can sometimes turn into something completely unexpected.
That's so obvious.
Unless you use these skills to your advantage,
it Batman.
Is difficult to escape the powerful raider. Dragon Change is one of the
this OST is
survivors can use
dope
power against the raider. Survivors can equip up to.
Yo, I mean, look, I'm not trying to. It's literally Xenoverse 2 animation. It's fine. I don't think it's a huge deal, but I just know this is gonna be a point of contention. Since this is a brand new Dragon Ball game, and you know it's Dimps, and this is Dimps who made Xenoverse, Goku stance, and then it's the Piccolo stance. Like, it's literally just their idle animation.
Power against the raider.
There's Piccolo.
Survivors can equip up to 3.
But I mean, that's their stance, so whatever.
Transpheres, a sphere that contains.
It's just like I can see Xenoverse. You know what I mean?
Dragon
Models.
Change can be activated by collecting a certain amount of change power on the field, allowing you to fight with the power of a super warrior for a short time.
Okay, all right, so
However,
that's interesting.
The Raider's power is still overwhelming, So it is recommended to use it as a temporary countermeasure.
So you guys can temporarily just jump the raider. That's pretty funny.
It is recommended to use it as a temporary countermeasure or use other skills.
These are Xenoverse animations, bro. Even the flying.
Use it as a temporary countermeasure.
Oh, that's literally the flying animation from Okay, it's not that huge of a deal. It's just I notice it as somebody who has as many freaking years and hours and whatever into Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I just notice.
Use other skills depending on the situation, such as escaping with the use of flying techniques. Transfers can be set in a spot of level 1, 2, and 3.
Ooh, okay.
The higher the level, the stronger the skill will be. But on the other hand, more change power will be consumed.
Interesting.
Fading Dragon Change is very important.
Damn, he getting jumped.
Whether you want to fight, flee, or go to rescue.
Oh, that's funny. Ooh, you can pick up survivors. That's dope.
Various items can be used on the
golden
field,
drink. Oh,
such as a weapon
Mr. Kelly. That is
vehicles that can move
bad
around
joke.
the field quickly, and a radar that can search for the activation key. Utilize a variety of items and try escaping the battlefield.
And this dude drinking a
In
cola.
addition, there are also Dragon Balls on the field.
What could those be used for?
Collect 7 Dragon Balls and offer them on the altar.
Uh-huh.
Shenron will appear,
And?
awaiting to make your wish come true.
Such as, like,
Survivors
I
can
want to
wish
win?
Increase the change level by 1 step for all survivors.
Oh.
Or maximize their own change level to 4. Raising to change level 4 can only be done by wishing to Shenron. And once you power up, your appearance and power will be exactly the same as the Super Warrior for a certain
Man
amount of time.
really just becomes
The final form
Goku.
of the Raider is of course incredibly powerful, but increasing it to change level 4.
Dang, and then you can just start throwing hands, but I wonder what combat feels like.
Summoning Shenron is not mandatory, but it will definitely contribute to the victory of the survivor.
That's interesting. There's a lot of
It is
stuff to look
extremely
out for.
difficult to collect 7 Dragon Balls in a limited time. But by cooperating with your teammates, you may be able to collect them faster. But careful,
That's pretty-
the Raider can also make a wish to Shenron.
What?
In this case, the Raider can only wish to either level up just 1 transformation form or to recover stamina.
Damn, you must be getting bodied if you're the Raider and gotta call
Until you get your
Shenron.
wish, so don't give up your efforts until the end. In the game, it's possible to increase the chance of victory by cooperating with other survivors. If you are attacked by the Raider, ask other survivors to come rescue you.
Ooh, okay.
If you are about to be defeated, and until the
They never
countdown reaches
mentioned-
0, your companion
I hope
can
they have
leave the room
proximity chat,
until
man.
you are fully
Games
healed.
like this
Don't forget
eat
to
off of
communicate.
proximity.
The signal feature is one of the communication tools to let other survivors inform each other about their actions, the location of the Raider, the location of items,
hope they don't-
and many other things. Make sure to use it if
I hope they don't expect us to just use like little text chat options and stuff like that. Like, I hope there's a proximity chat on one of the platforms. I feel like that will go a long way.
efficiently with your companions. Lastly, the defense of the startup system is one of the biggest keys to cooperation. You can use Dragon Change, skills, items, or even directly operate the startup system yourself to shorten the time it takes to complete. You will have to defend the system by using all
Oh
the
my
countermeasures
God,
we've
man.
mentioned.
I just wonder how combat will be, man. All right, I think that might be it. All right, and then here is the closed beta test schedule. Read it and weep, I guess. What are you guys thinking about Dragon Ball The Breakers? A lot of interesting stuff shown in this trailer. Really breaks down how the game's gonna work. I'm excited to try it 100%. I just hope, I pray that this game stands the test of time, because Lord knows I don't know when we're gonna get the next Dragon Ball game after this one. So whenever a new one comes out, I just hope we eating good. Please, it's Thanksgiving soon. I'm gonna be eating good. Yay, yay.